What's good, Flow community? So today we got a special guest, somebody whose anime knowledge and facts is on point no matter if it's on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. We got my friend Brandon, aka the Anime News Guy.
How's it going? Ooh. Thanks for having me.
You doing all right, Brandon? How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. What about you guys?
Hey. You know, River, how you doing today, Riv?
I'm doing
the
good.
The founder of the Flow.
You know, ready to talk about some anime, man. We're about to get into, what's really anime, which actually anime, get into some debate, some hot takes. I know you got a few questions for Brandon first, but man, let's talk, man. Let's do it, man.
Okay. And then, last but not least, a wonderful co-host, the man with the plan of the marketing team, somebody who's my personal favorite guy. We got Alex. How you doing today, Alex?
I was looking around, I was like, where's he?
Come on, I gotta get some positivity to you too, man. I got to.
I'm doing good. I can't wait for this topic. I really thrive on this topic, and we have a great guest. This guy knows ball. That's what it is. Can't wait.
All right. Basically, to get right into it. So, the topic today is, what is anime? I know with different shows such as Invincible and Arcane, and even somewhat with Solo Leveling, everybody in the anime community has been going crazy about calling different animations from many different studios all just anime lately, especially if they're really popular. So today, I wanted to just really pick Brandon's brain on this, especially because I know his anime knowledge and his facts be on point. So let's get into the facts starting today. So, Brandon, going into it off the bat, I just had a question. So, right, have you ever seen Arcane?
I haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to watch it.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you something else then, because I ain't gonna... But no. Nah. But, so, this is going back to, like, Avatar, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite show.
Really?
Yes, it's my favorite show.
Okay. Wait, who's your favorite character on Avatar?
Aang.
Respect. I love the piece. But... Yes. So it was a question I wrote down on the computer, and it was, the only reason people don't call Avatar anime is because it's too good at blending Western and Eastern storytelling, and it also threatens the gatekeepers. How do you feel about that?
I would say Avatar, it has elements of an anime. You know, like when you're watching it, you see like the elements it has of an anime. I think the reason why people don't consider it an anime because it was made in America, and I think parts of it was animated in another country. I forgot.
Yeah.
But if Avatar came out today, I think it would be more like, what's the word? You know how people consider Arcane an anime?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, and I don't know what studio animates Arcane. I think it's an American studio.
That is true. I have to look it up. I know it's an American studio.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the DMC anime that just came out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just finished watching it.
It's not animated by a Japanese studio.
Really?
Yeah, it's animated by Studio MIR, and they animated The Legend of Korra.
That is true.
Yeah, so like I don't understand why that's considered an anime, but Avatar and Korra is not considered an anime.
See, my take. Oh, my bad. Were you done? I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
See, my take on it, right, is that I feel like we're in a new day and age when it comes to what makes and what doesn't make an anime. Because, like, if this was like 10 years ago when we all were still kids watching Avatar, I'd be like, oh, this is an everyday cartoon. It wasn't made in Japan. But now with like everything resurfacing with like shows like Solo Leveling, which is a Korean-based anime, and they got even Korean animators and then Japanese animators working together just for a different project. I feel like now the lines of what makes an anime is more blurred. I feel like it's just what's the story you're trying to tell and what type of themes it has, with also showing and still, I don't want to say impersonating, but giving homage to like wonderful anime series that makes more sense. Like, I don't know if you guys heard, but because this Japanese animators was like making Solo Leveling for season 2,
right?
Like they changed some stuff so it would fit Japan's culture.
Much, bro. I seen that,
Like you remember the S rank scene, Brandon, for season 2?
Yeah.
So they changed that because for the Koreans, they were like equally leveled with the Japanese, and then some of them were like slightly above, like 1 or 2 of the fighters. They changed it to be like, okay, because we animated this in Japan, Let's not disrespect our country. So they kind of made some of the Korean like S ranks lower in like ability just for
Wow.
animation quality.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't read the manhwa.
And
gotcha.
even as well, they also like changed the plan a little bit because the Japanese and the manga were like plotting to like basically take out the Korean hunters and like dip the whole time. But in the anime, they made it more like they're gonna kind of help them and maybe we'll see what happens and shit. But like in the manga, it was like clear like they were gonna like fuck them over basically. Like they made that very clear and stuff, and they like changed that too. Just kind of crazy like how much they did change. And like even like Jin Woo, like he was supposed to be way stronger than Goto in the manga. Like Goto was like scared of him, but in the anime, it kind of looked like they were even. So it's just very interesting. Very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
Well, the anime adaptation, I'll say it's really good.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm. No, it is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's solid. It's very
Yeah.
very solid. Very solid.
hmm
What you think about that, Alex?
I haven't really got much far. I only watched the first season of Solo Leveling. I'm still watching it. But the thing with Avatar, I think if you look at it, well, I had just had a thought that popped in my head. 10 years ago, anime was not a thing for anybody, in my opinion. Does anybody remember that? Being made fun of for watching anime growing up or like the last 10 years? Do you think somebody had said, like, hey, I think Avatar's an anime, and people would probably got offended, like, what? The fuck is not anime? It's not other shit. This is pretty good. It's better than a cartoon, but it's not an anime.
Low key, I can see that.
Probably people were probably like trying to like distance themselves from like anime, like because I think anime had a bad rap at one point, like certain like stereotypes, like fan service, over sexualizing characters, etc. I think some people just didn't want to add that to the Avatar, so I think that was like one of like the gates that people didn't want to open. But I just think that conversation was like brought up one time, and like looking at it now, if you look at all the significance of like how the characters and the world is, it looks like an Asian based world. I don't really see anything Western in my opinion. When you said Western, I didn't feel like I didn't say anything Americanized or anything Westernized. I feel like it was a more Asian based like writing and culture and everything, which I like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
kind of how I felt with Avatar. It's like to me, Avatar, like the reason I got into anime like early on in my childhood, like got into Naruto, Bleach, like especially when it came on Toonami, is because it was just so different than everyday cartoons I saw, like I said Family Guy, American
hmm
Dad, even Rick and Morty at the time when it first came out. It was just so different. When I was like 12 years old, I could just feel that it was different, and I could just tell off of seeing it. I don't know if it's because of the art style or if it's just the quality in itself, but I think when you look at an anime most times, at least years ago when I was like 12, it just feels different than anything you just normally watch, even if you don't
Yeah.
understand it. So like, how would you go about that feeling of anime? Because now every day everybody's saying a popular show is an anime. Like we got people saying Invincible is an anime. Like how Brandon earlier you said Arcane. Like how some people think Arcane is an anime, and I haven't even seen Arcane, so I don't really know the difference. So anybody who's like seen Arcane or anything, do y'all think like it has that same anime feel? Like does it look when you look at it, it would be like that just breathes an anime to you?
Not really. It feels like more of like, well, it's a Netflix series, so yeah, you're not gonna automatically feel the Netflix crap with it, but it's not crap. It's
hmm
a good show, but I feel like it feels like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like an anime, but it's a great show. And if you've like played the games like in the past or like previously, you would understand like, all right, I get the more depth in the characters, not just playing the characters, understand the characters lore and everything. That's what the thing. That's what I liked about it. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like an anime. It doesn't feel like there's certain stereotypes like about the characters. So, like stereotypical things about animes, and you don't really see that in the stuff. But overall, I think that it could be an anime. I don't mind. It doesn't really bother me. But I think the older generation or anybody who's seen anything animated is gonna call it anime now. Because I think, what was I watching? I think I was watching Invincible the other day. And Mom was like, "You're watching an anime?" I'm like, "Mom, it's not anime." And I was like, "Maybe it is an anime." But I couldn't think about it. I couldn't call it anything else because if you look at it differently, like we got cartoons and like an anime, but like I don't feel like it's what's the middle for it. It's like a graphic. It's like a graphic novel for
Like
adults. But it's anime.
animated series, I guess they be saying.
I
Wait,
guess so.
I found out that Invincible has a Japanese dub. So like, if someone in
Interesting.
Japan watches Invincible, would they consider it an anime?
That's a
Yeah.
good
I know.
question. I
That is a good
I
question.
don't know. For me, I always kind of thought of it like, I don't know. Like for me personally, I wouldn't consider like Avatar an anime or like Invincible anime. So I don't know what it is, but like I'm not even on the side of like just what's anime in Japan is anime, because I know some people be like, okay, it has to be anime in Japan, but it's like I guess it's just like the way they go about it in terms like maybe and like really trying to push it as an anime. Like, I didn't really like it. Definitely seemed like Avatar was more pushed as like a cartoon on Nickelodeon stuff is like made there. Whereas like when you go to like a Dragon Ball when it's like shown on like Cartoon Network or like Naruto and stuff like that, like you could tell like they were just taking that and bringing it over. It definitely seemed like a shift. I guess I don't know because like even
Hmm.
then people will bring up like stuff like Castlevania and stuff like that, which I think is yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's animated in the U.S. as well, somewhat, right? So like there are different things that most people would consider anime that still can be animated out. And then we brought up Soul Leveling, the manga stuff earlier. Even though that was animated in Japan, it comes from manga as well, like God of High School, your Tower of Gods, all that stuff. So it is a very interesting conversation, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly how I define it, but it's just I don't
Like
know. I don't know.
like a middle ground kind of like what is the
Mhm.
middle ground that just determines it? Because Japan they made like a Western cartoon like Panning and Stocking, and I didn't realize recently I thought Panning and Stocking actually was an anime, but I guess even in Japan they don't consider it anime, but we consider it one compared to like how we make Castlevania. So is it just like art has no boundaries, or is it like everything only in Japan, no matter to the rest of the world, has got to be considered that?
Right, right.
I This anime called Crayon Shin-chan.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Mm.
like I don't know if you heard of it. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like an American cartoon, but it's considered an anime. So like, let's say Avatar was like made in Japan with the same art style. Would it then be considered an anime, or does art style not matter?
Yeah,
That's a good
because
question.
then you go to everything else. Like the basic definition is just, I think it was like graphic style of art is basically of anime. No, it was like graphic style of animation. That's what basically anime means in a dictionary.
Hmm.
So then it's like, but art wise, how does it go? Because that means anything can just be animated. Second is animated based on
Hmm.
if art has no boundary. And I'm appreciating you brought that up because that's something that's always been a factor to me. Because with the start of like manga, they kind of like international manga artists now. Like even our buddy Michael Matlock, he's creating his own manga
Yeah.
series, and
Uh-huh.
and like it's actually going and getting looked at Japanese studios.
That's
So
gonna be
like,
Azid soon.
so
Sir.
so like,
Yeah.
does it just so nowadays does it just put like does art has no boundary? Is it about money, or is it just about the feeling that it holds with everybody? Like, is the word anime I don't say transcended because that makes it sound like godlike, but has it transcended just like the word it used to mean? Because like back in the day, we'd be like Naruto. Oh, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead. I'm talking to you.
I think it has, you know. I don't know if you guys have seen Corey X Kenshin's
I was
Yeah,
manga
gonna bring that
series.
up. I
Mm.
was gonna bring that up right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
too.
that one is getting a lot of hate because they're labeling it as manga, but people don't think it's a manga because it was made in the US.
Right.
They they were saying that he was using a cultural appropriation for his manga, like he taking ideas and everything. But he's mentioned that from the other mangas he's they inspired by them. I don't really think he's like stealing anything. It's just like the art style and some of like writing. But overall, his thing is his manga is pretty great. I don't think it's cultural appropriation or anything. Um, with that, I was gonna bring up like if we're just making our own mangas, is it gonna just always be like a Western thing, or is it gonna consider be a manga or anything? Like, what if we make what if as it makes an anime? Is it gonna be
Hmm.
considered an anime, or is it gonna be a cartoon? Because we're over
Uh,
where we're at.
I guess he's gonna have to make it in Japan.
Or
let,
as it was seen
let me
in
go over
Japan.
there real
Maybe
quick. Just let
so.
me take a day trip.
I, I feel like maybe it's the way like you're going about it and like trying to make it come across, because I feel like there are like you said, there's people here in the U.S. who are making manga and like are kind of basically saying, okay, this is manga, I'm publishing my manga, I'm producing my manga, stuff like that. Like they're trying to go for that. And I mean, granted, right? Like I mean, manga at the end of the day does mean like comics in Japanese, right? So like, and then also anime just means like an animated series in Japanese. So it is one of those things where it's like, yes, like we do kind of consider those like genres of the thing. Like it also at the end of the day is just that. So I feel like if you're trying to push down that route of producing it as such, I feel like that's to me how I would kind of consider it, right? Like if that's what it's made to be and like how the creator is envisioning it as, then like, okay, bet. Like that's I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with it, to be honest. It's like more of a basis of that type thing.
I agree.
He also made the manga in a manga format, which was kind of cool too.
Yeah,
like
he did.
I would have been like, yeah, it's a manga. It's the way he wrote it, how he wanted it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's a corporate or like anything. I think this is it sold a lot too. So I think overall it should be a manga. People should stop hating on it. I just think people just want to hate on something that somebody makes. That's what it is.
Okay.
Man.
Speaking on the hate though, I feel like I'm not gonna say hate is justified because I don't feel like anybody should just hate on somebody, especially if they're like passionate about stuff and have done no wrong. But I feel like to some extent, some of the people just hating just because who he is, a popular content creator and what he stands for. But I do feel like the other side of it is like, because I see it a lot of times when people used to get mad. I think there should be videos about it like 5 years ago before anime was popular about how like you can't just be saying everything's an anime because that's not really what it is. And I feel like some parts of it can be, I don't want to say justified, it's understandable, right? Because when you create a work, I feel like in today's society, manga creators and anime creators, I guess, in America now, since it's more popular, have it way easier than how Japanese mangaka have it. Because now, a lot us as Americans, we like, okay, we're gonna put everything to social media, like it or not, it's gonna be out there. We're just gonna put our whole lives there. But in Japan, they're out there like even for manga, or anime series, whatever. We see a lot of Americans put in their own time and energy and even money, and they're hands on with their series. But animators and manga, well, the series creators, they don't have a lot of hands on approach with everything because they just can't because the way their society is. So it's kind of different because it's kind of like society forms how anime is made now, and then two different paths. One of it is if you just have enough money, that's how it is, and then the other one is like society based. And I was just thinking, is that how does everybody feel about that? If that made any sense, because I probably just rambling right now.
No, you were cooking. You were cooking.
Okay.
No, you were definitely
okay. Because like I'm not saying Corey Kenshin is a certain type of way because I like Corey Kenshin. I think he's a good role model for a lot of people, but I do think to some extent he has it easier because he's already a popular creator off of gaming, and because he has
the audience.
Yeah, so because he already has the audience, it's just like okay, even let's say even his series was terrible, I still think it would have did good numbers wise because of just how his reach is and his fan base. So
so if Mr. Beast were to like release a manga, you think it would like do well too?
I think people will buy it just to hate on it. Dead serious. I feel like think about it. People hate. You got the one side that really like him. You got billionaires that like him, which is crazy to me. A YouTuber who got friends who are billionaires, and you got his actual fan audience. I feel like he would just make the money regardless. But I feel like somebody in Japan right now, if they did anything similar, they wouldn't get respected at all. It would be like their hard work is kind of diminishing. So it's like us as Americans, or even some cultures, we're making these series that we're titling anime and manga series, and we're kind of taking away to Japan in some way. What makes like I guess the true origin of anime.
Yeah.
Let me ask a question. Did Mr. Beast put all that work into, or did he make somebody else do it? That's the question. I'll hate on this.
That's a good question. That's like, hey,
but that's what I'm
know.
saying.
You wouldn't know. You probably would never know. To be honest.
Because I would rather have somebody who put all the work in and had no money versus the guy who has all the money and didn't put any work.
And that's probably could be a big part of why it's getting that hate, maybe especially from Japan. I think Azid made a great point because in those situations they're not really getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these mangaka in Japan, they got like, bro. I remember Azid told a story once about how I forget who it was. I think it was Togashi and Oda. They were like in the same house or whatever.
It was Togashi, Oda.
Yeah.
I think even the full, not the full minute. It was Togashi, Oda. I think even Akira Toriyama.
Okay, yeah.
Oda. It was like 6 mangaka of some of the greatest series. I know it was Naruto, Bleach,
Okay, yeah.
Dragon Ball at
Kubo,
one point. Yeah, it was all of them. They lived in
Yeah.
a one-story house. It was like
Crazy.
12 of them because they had their wives and some of them had kids, and they're all just in one house.
Just working.
So it's like,
wow.
Crazy.
yeah.
And like here you don't have that, right? Like, because like as I was saying, like you got people who are able to use social media to their advantage much more so, and just kind of throwing things out there, working at their own pace. Whereas in Japan, it's like unless you're working super duper hard, you have no hope. You know what I'm saying? Like people just don't even barely be sleeping. They begin like 4 hours of sleep a night, back up working again the next day, and like that cultural difference. Even in America, we have the grind set, but it's different. It's different in Japan in terms of that, especially with their creators. So I think that may be just the big part of the reason, especially in Japan, why it's not getting. That was a great point. It's a great point.
Yeah, that's actually a great point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd hate on Mr. Beast even. I hate him. Bro, it's just like, I don't like him, bro. He used to be cool. Now he's not cool anymore.
I ain't gonna lie. If he signed me up for Beast Games, I'll be the first one going.
I think we all would,
He'd be like, "Oh, you lost? Here's $2,000." I was like, "All right, thank you."
Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Wait, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about real quick? I had like one more question.
No.
Or what about you, Brandon?
No. Go ahead with your question.
I know so far we've been talking about like what is anime. What would you say? Just exclude anime. Like, what is just not anime automatically? Like, what just takes it out of the box? When it's like somebody be like, you know what? That's an anime series. What would you just say? Like, no. Like, what rules does it have to follow to just not be one?
It has to be like, I'm not gonna say mature, but like it has to like, let's take a series like Family Guy for example. That's not like,
Yeah.
you watch Family Guy, it's not an anime, but
Yeah.
a series like Avatar, you can see the anime. What's another American series?
Kind of like themes and stuff like that, like just how
Yeah,
it's
themes. Have you guys seen American Dragon?
Yeah. Jake Long, he's
Yeah.
American Dragon.
Yeah, like I could see that being an anime too. Ben 10. Yeah, series like that, but like American cartoons like Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill, nah.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
my follow up would be though is because even in with the anime, there are like some comedy anime as well that are even like episodic and stuff like that.
That is true.
So what's like the what I'm saying, like what is really the difference then? You know what I'm saying? Just suppose that.
That's true.
Is it just
I
the
don't know.
American versus Japanese? Like literally like that's Japanese type of comedy style as opposed to like American type comedy? Maybe it is that.
The Japanese comedy style is different, compared to America.
I did notice when Brandon was talking about like some of the shows that exclude, like of course, like Family Guy, King of the Hill, I think American Dad. They also emphasize like American culture a lot.
That's a good point.
I noticed that too. Like they don't try to teach you a lesson or give you like certain themes. It's more like, what can we do today in our nice suburban area, just doing crazy stuff? Like, yeah. Like, because I feel growing up, I knew this is weird because I knew a lot of people always said Boondocks is an anime.
It's an honorary anime.
Yeah. I never felt like Boondocks was an anime. I always felt like it was just a really extreme cartoon. But when I saw Bleach and like when I saw One Piece on Toonami and Bleach on Toonami, it just instantly I was like, what is this? So it's like the mind quality too. Like you can tell Boondocks has anime like themes.
Yeah.
But it's when you see an anime show and you like put them side by side, it's like
it's still different kind of thing.
That's different.
Wait, Boondocks was inspired by anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see it.
I think it was inspired by like Rurouni Kenshin. What is it? The kickball episode? I think when they're kicking the red ball. I think that was like based on Dragon Ball and like sports anime.
I did see a comparison between Naruto and Boondocks.
Yeah.
Like, in one scene.
Oh yeah. I think I seen that too when they were fighting. Yeah, like the choreography on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Boondocks is an honorary anime.
Okay. So now we gotta do subcategory. We got category. We got not anime, honorary, and anime. Respect it.
And man, it is so interesting because like there's not like a board of who decides this either. That's why it's such an interesting convo because it's like there is never going to be a super concrete answer. Like we know what is, we know things that are anime, we know things that aren't anime, But that gray area, like no one's really gonna be able to sit there and definitively say, like we can say it, right? Like, oh, Avatar is not an anime, but then you'll have someone who could debate it is an anime and probably have just as good of a debate as someone who says it's not. Right. So you can believe what you want to believe in, but it's such a gray area that it's really hard to just say, boom, this is that, especially when it's clear inspiration, right? Regardless. So just
It's true.
it's interesting to think about, you know.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
And even like Pokemon or like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, a lot of people, like, you wouldn't have realized. Yes, you see it's different, but a lot of people just think that's a cartoon. They wouldn't even like when you get into something like Bleach or like you were saying like Naruto, you can tell it's more different. But even like the Pokemon, it's you don't realize it as much, you know. So it just
I feel like nowadays it's more about like the soul of what is of like it can exist outside of Japan now. It's like what does it try to carry with you? And I think it passes at times style. I think style and animation has to go into it where you like, okay, I can see where this is inspired from, but I think it's the soul of the series. Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the soul, because anime has inspired so many at this point that if you're going with the soul of anime and where it's from, like again, I've had this take before where I feel like the like American manga scene, just all over the place, the manga scene in general is really getting close to where it's going to boom. Like we've seen Corey Kenshin obviously start to drop his. There's a lot of other creators. I know you guys have mentioned some. There's guys like TR who we've had on the pod before, and other guys that he mentioned. Like there's so many people that are like working on these manga and stuff like that. That even the Korean manga side, right? Like that still feels kind of new as opposed to obviously the stuff in Japan. So things are starting to come along. There may even be a point in the future where the American manga scene, like just everywhere has their own manga scene that's just booming. That's so crazy, but also like amazing as well that it really is just becoming a worldwide thing that everyone's trying their own thing.
But then it also ties into like a series that I love that a lot of people was like, it's not, but it's kind of been transitioning. It's RWBY.
RWBY.
I'm a huge RWBY fan with Rooster Teeth, and it was basically like just a company making a series. And I remember it was topics like, is RWBY an anime series? Because the creator is a Japanese American, but he's an American company. So, but now it's owned by Viz Media, which is I don't know if it's Viz Media American, but Viz Media owns the rights to RWBY as a series. So that also goes in the topic: could a non-anime series become an anime series if a studio purchases the rights to it? Because that's basically what RWBY did. Like it was an American-owned Texas area, and then Viz Media now has the rights to it. They did make an official RWBY anime, but they're continuing with the main storyline now, even with the manga.
I think to answer your question, technically yes, because there's a Suicide Squad anime.
Fair
I don't know
enough.
if you guys have seen it.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so like, let's say an anime studio animated Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom would become an anime.
Yeah.
I guess that's interesting because even those would be different variations, I think. But if it was literally just, okay, we're taking this series and continuing it from here, like if they were like, oh, let's take Invincible and we're going to make season 4 is made by Wit Studio or some shit. Like, that is. Like,
yeah. Because there's talks right now that the next RWBY season is still going to continue the story, but it's just going to have, but people don't know if it's going to have the same animation or different animation because Viz Media owns the rights now. Yeah. So that's the discussion. Like, will the whole series, because they don't plan on getting a reboot. They plan on just continuing it from where it was because it's almost done anyway.
I see.
Yeah.
To counter your earlier question, what if say if I make an anime or a manga and I just state as the creator it's an anime or it's a manga, do you think that overrides anything? Like say
I think it's somewhat.
Because what if the artists for Danny Phantom or these other anime like cartoons and everything else like Invincible? What if the creator of Invincible is like, yeah, it's an anime? Do you think that's gonna override everything?
I think they would get a lot of hate.
Yeah. I agree with Brandon on that way. It's like the what was it, Thomas Asterisk, the dude from Miraculous Ladybug Cat Noir. He works for like at first for season 1 to 5. He worked for like the same studio who did toy animation for One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. And he be just saying whatever as the creator. He be like, yeah, it is an anime. He was like, no, it's not. We ripped that scene. And he just be lying or changing up how he feels. So it goes to the point, I feel like fans will just stop caring what the creator says and just come up with their own conclusion.
Or it's the soul. I think who was that Azid earlier that said it's the soul. I think that's what it comes down to. If it was made with the soul of anime and manga in mind, then boom, right? But you can't go back and be like, nah, Family Guy's an anime now. Like, bro, what? No. You know damn well that's not an anime. Come on.
Marlon's gonna come out here. Yeah, guys, Family Guy's always been an anime. I'm like, what?
Like,
it was inspired by anime.
I know people was going crazy over that Rick and Morty episode with the what was it, the Two Crows story?
Oh yeah, they're like, man, it's an anime.
There actually is a Rick and Morty anime. It came out, I think, last year, I believe.
Yeah.
I heard bad things about it though.
Oh, I was about to say, did you watch it?
Nah. Like the animation is like bad.
Yeah.
I'll say I really want to see a Danny Phantom anime. And I feel like it'd work really good, the concept. And I could see a studio like MAPPA doing it and it'd be like really popular.
You know what? I agree. Actually, because you said that, that's interesting. If you could pick 3 cartoon series to be an anime officially and pick whatever studio, if you can't think of the studio, that's cool. But if you could pick 3 if you could pick 3 cartoons and make them an anime, which 3 would you make?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I like that question.
I can go first if anybody got to think about it.
Well, you go first.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Generator Rex is the first one. I feel like people sleep on Generator Rex, bro.
Generator Rex.
Bro, it's been a minute since I seen that too.
I rewatched it like 2 years ago. The last episode is straight from an anime series, bro. I'm so serious.
Really?
Yes. It goes to the point that Rex become God, and I'm not trying to make that up. But
That's crazy.
I'll say Generator Rex 100%. After that, I would definitely say I would love to see a Kim Possible anime.
Ooh, Kim Possible, that'd be good.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good.
And then just because I like Psyche K, I think this is a sleeper because this is one of my personal favorite Nickelodeon shows. Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, Jimmy Neutron. That was my show, man.
I feel like Jimmy Neutron would be just like Psyche K. I'm so weird.
Jimmy Neutron. Dr. Stone, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we already have an anime. It's Dr. Stone. I got one.
See that.
Okay.
I'll go for it.
Courage the Cowardly Dog as an anime would go crazy.
Courage. Comedy anime.
I can see that.
I like that.
That would go crazy. I'm like, damn, that man's. I feel like you get more emotion out of the dog. You're like, bro, that dog's scared and comes back with a freaking whole sink out of like, Mama, throw this motherfucker at somebody real quick. I'm like, damn, Courage gonna get super swole. I think that'd be good. Ben 10 as an anime.
Yes, Ben 10.
Yep.
That intro would go crazy.
It would.
I say Teen Ben. No, yeah, Teen Ben 10. I like that one much more better.
It's Omniverse, right? Or Alien Force?
Yeah, that one was real good. That was a good shit growing up. I was like, man, these episodes hit still, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be on TikTok. I'm like, bro, 1 minute video of Ben 10. And I click on the video. I'm like, oh, damn, I just watched 30 clips. That's 30 minutes of fucking Ben 10 online.
and there would be debates. There would be a lot of debates between Ben 10 and Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true.
Ben 10, like, bro, you're in my watch.
This is my hot take. I feel like Ben could actually beat Goku without Alien X. It's 5 other aliens that's stronger than Alien X as well.
Really?
Yes, it's 5. Yes, it's 5 other aliens.
Oh wow!
But so you're saying he would beat Goku regardless, is what you're saying? Like is he actually stronger than Goku?
It's 5 other aliens that can recreate the entire universe better than Alien X could do. So 100%, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen Goku change the universe like that.
Say it into the camera so people won't take.
And I said directly, I feel like Ben Tennyson from Ben 10 could beat Goku without Alien X. I'm gonna keep saying it. I never stop.
Okay. But give what's like
all right.
How would he do it?
All right. Hold on. It's a couple of ways. Now the aliens, I used to have a notebook when I was doing heavy TikTok videos. So I posted a video about this. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what it is.
I got to look up the alien names because I forgot their names. It's 5 of them. But for one smart plan, when Ben actually being smart, when he's being smart, I'm just gonna be honest. Like he can scan any alien and get the ultimate version of that creature. right?
Mm.
So I know a lot of times people be like, but Goku got all of the forms unlocked. That's not the ultimate version of him, but Goku literally going to God to his highest potential. In Omniverse, it was stated that the second Ben scans an alien, it instantly you get the highest level potential that creature can have, no matter what. So that means if Goku has something inside of him that he just never used before, that's past his limit break.
I'm sure he does too.
Ben can instantly, the second he scan him, unlock it. And we all know Goku is gonna be like, I want you at your strongest. He's gonna do something that Goku has never done yet or knows it exists. That's literally a start of the battle. It's not like no BS. All he gotta do is walk over, instant scan. The Omnitrace gonna do the rest.
I know Goku would let that shit slide. Look, yeah, I want to fight you.
He probably would. But look, hypothetically, he doesn't let him do that. Then what happens?
No, there's no hypothetically.
I'm just
That's
saying,
Goku.
Because look,
Goku
if you
would
put
let that shit slide.
You say that, right? But I think there's certain situations where Goku may be more on guard, especially if he already knew how strong Ben 10 was. Like if it was like a certain situation where he was like, okay, like I already know like it's gonna be a good fight, you know what I'm saying? He might, you never know. He might not take that.
Hold on, I'm trying to find some of these names because I know the aliens. I'm trying to find.
I think him as a character, he'd be like, all right, Ben is cool, but I'm just here to fight. Like, because that motherfucker loves fighting, and he's like, I'm gonna test this man strong. All right, be the strongest you can. He'll let that shit slide. But if Ben was a bad guy, yeah, I think Goku would not let that shit slide. I think he'd fuck him up before he touched the watch.
It was okay. Let me go back to it. It was also some aliens. My bad. I just cut everybody up. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
It was some aliens in Alien X that's like they gave a toy to a kid. It was like a kid alien, and I forgot the name of the alien. It's like a white, bluish, tall, gray matter like figure in the series. Okay. And basically, there's a child's toy, and the child's toy has enough power, and this is just what they give to their kids to play. Has enough power to destroy an entire universe that's bigger than a Big Bang. And it's in an episode, and I'm trying to find the episode name, and that's a child's toy for the beings that has a lot of power for that. The other ones can literally just reshape reality instant, like as a. So what?
They basically like Zeno.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to look at the names.
Okay, but a better comparison, yeah, crazy broken effects. Yeah. But
Clockwork got time manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, Goku kind of been up to things time manipulation, but this one is just like all of time. Goku could probably beat him. I'm gonna be honest on that one. He can probably beat him. I ain't gonna.
What about
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh shit. Okay, bet. Do you know CC Goku? I think.
I know what you're talking about. I hate you.
I know you know. All right, bro. All right, now we got all this.
Goku
we got all this Dragon Ball heroes.
That is canon, though. That is a canon.
I heard.
It's actually canon.
Yeah, it is actually canon. That is actually canon.
Hey, I'm gonna get my boy Atomic X with the Atomic.
Y'all can correct me. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard CC Goku. If Zeno tried to erase him, he'd be like, nah. What was that?
Yeah, I saw this video on TikTok, and like Capsule Corp Goku is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give y'all that. I don't know if Ben can survive that.
I think Ben will be like, all you gotta do is scan him, and I'm 10 times stronger than this man, bro.
But he might not be able to. He might just be like, nah, you can't scan me. I don't know how OP. I mean,
that Goku might be awesome different. He might be like 10 times smarter than his like original Goku. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm not letting that shit slide.
CC Goku sound different, bro. I didn't even seen it, bro. I just heard, bro. I've heard enough.
I think that CC Goku has gone through everything what all the Universal Gokus have gone through in one timeline. I think that's why he's so strong. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck?
No, that's crazy.
You beat the android and you survive? What the fuck? No heart virus?
Yeah, he's different.
Yeah, bro. Gotta be different.
Bro said no heart virus is insane.
Maybe Ed and Eddie would be a good anime. Well, maybe not.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the question. Ed and Eddie would be fired. Okay.
Comedy anime?
Alex, what was the first one you said?
I said Courage Carly Dog, Ben 10, not Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
Solid.
Maybe like an adult version of that shit being funny.
Yeah.
Brandon, you got something? You got 3?
For me, I'll say Powerpuff Girls.
Ooh,
I like that. That's a good one.
Yes.
He eating.
Powerpuff Girls, like imagine a studio like Ufotable. I think Ufotable, bro. Like
That's solid.
It'd be considered an action series, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that should be
yeah.
Action.
fucking gas.
And you got villains like Mojo Jojo. No, like, nah, I think that'd be good.
What is it? Him? Was
yeah,
him?
him. Yeah, I think that'd be solid. What else? I said American Dragon earlier. I think that could work.
Okay.
Um, what else? I did say Danny Phantom earlier.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom. Okay, solid.
That's a solid list.
Solid list.
Yeah.
All right, I guess for me, I think I got my 3. For first one that came to my mind, that I think would just be cool. I think regular show as an anime would be lit. I mean,
that's just an anime by itself.
That's my favorite Cartoon Network show.
Such a good regular show, so goated. Another one that I think would low key be gas is if we took Scooby Doo and made that shit like a dead ass thriller anime. Like I don't know if y'all seen Mystery Incorporated.
Yeah.
But like how it's actually had a plot and shit. If you turn that into an anime, add more depth and shit. Ooh, okay, we might be cooking.
A serious Scooby Doo series. I think
serious.
That'd be good.
I'll be fired. And they still have some comedy elements, but anime is so good at like tying those two together. Like they'll have serious. They just no one to be serious, no one to be funny. So I have to peak. I'm trying to think of the last one I would say. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think would be the last one too.
Has anybody seen the Ronin comics with the?
No, they do have a like
sick to see get animated. Oh my goodness!
Naruto versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do you guys prefer the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the original one? I forgot where it came on.
Talking about the Saturday cartoons.
Yeah.
I prefer the one. The one I really fucked with was the one they went to the future. That was a good.
The 04?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they went to the future, like they saw like the whole future, I guess, like some shit like that. We used to have like DVDs of them lying around.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to the library and watch that.
Oh
my goodness! I didn't say Code Lyoko. I lied.
Code Lyoko. I forgot about that.
Oh, I thought about it too late.
Bro, I think they were inspired by anime.
Yeah, my boy Eric. Get the big foreheads.
Yeah.
Shit. Which I mean, it is. I guess is Sonic X already an anime? Or,
I don't think so. Sonic X would be a cool anime.
Okay, but
yeah, it is an anime.
It is.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. That's another one.
Yeah, Sonic was made in Japan.
Okay. Fairs.
Sega.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the same company that make the Yakuza video games, the same company that makes Sonic.
I know, but Yakuza video games are fucking weird too.
Type shit.
All right, what we on next?
I guess in terms of something I had in mind, that this is gonna switch it up though. So if you had something else you wanted to go on with that topic still,
I'm all good.
Okay, I bet. So I guess just a question for Brandon. I was thinking, right, since you've been covering so much news, like, is there anything that's like really caught your attention recently on the anime landscape that you're like, shit, like this, there's some crazy stuff going on, How you feeling?
In terms of news, it's been kind of dry lately.
Okay.
Ever since Solo Leveling ended, we have the return of One Piece, Egghead Part 2. That's been really good. The new My Hero series, Vigilantes. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's really good.
I've heard about it. I've heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
It is. But there hasn't been any groundbreaking news lately. I'm hoping we get something soon. I mean, we did get the JoJo Part 7 announcement.
Yeah.
Steel Ball Run.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty big. That was pretty big.
That looks good.
Have you heard anything about To Be Hero X?
I have.
Yeah.
The art style is similar to Arcane.
Yeah. I know it's a Chinese anime. Some people are saying that I haven't seen the first episode yet, but some people are saying this may be the next upcoming anime, like the next big thing.
I have seen people saying good things about it, but is it considered an anime or is it just a cartoon?
I think that's true. I think it's considered an anime because what was the anime company that be promoting stuff it is for
Anime TV?
SAO. I think it was Animeplex or something.
Oh.
You might be right.
It says it's an anime. It says it's anime.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It says it's a combination of both, actually.
A combination.
It's an anime and a cartoon. That's what IMDb says.
Also like Castlevania.
Stupid ass.
Shit,
They
bro.
just-
I guess so.
They over here lying. They don't know which one it is. They just put
I don't know. Let's just put both.
No,
We don't know.
because the art style is similar to Arcane's, and
Okay.
Arcane is like considered a cartoon. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, shouldn't Arcane be considered an anime too?
Okay, but let's see what they said about Arcane.
Hold on.
You can pull the definition up, I swear.
just out of curiosity, let's see.
Heck, out of curiosity.
Okay. It says no, Arcane is not considered an anime. It's a French animation studio. But I also heard this same studio. I remember when this was kind of some news, was when they said they might animate Vagabond or something like that. So if they animate Vagabond, is that considered? Is that even not even? That would have to be considered anime still, but it's not. But is it?
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's a good question.
Dang, okay. Well, shit. Here we edit. Yeah, it always comes back to it.
Bro, I just want to like I feel like it should be like a voting poll. Like somebody just votes on it. Is that an anime, guys? No or yes? And then there's gonna be like, all right, guys, 51% yes, it's an anime. You guys can't argue about it. We voted it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let's get a
Somebody's
vote.
gonna be like, well, these guys don't even watch anime.
No, you just gotta get
Anime,
the biggest respected anime heads in the community. So basically, the flow. We got Brandon. We got some other guys add in, and we just create the poll, bro. We just pull it up, bro. I think that's what we do. I think we just do it.
Yeah,
Why not?
that works.
They gonna get a rapper. They gonna get one rapper. He gonna be like, "That this isn't." And they gonna be like, "Yeah, you're right." They gonna get somebody like Chance the Rapper to do it. Oh,
He's like, what is
Yeah.
anime, guys? I don't fuck with that. You're like, really?
Hey man, fuck the 4 polls, man. They don't know what they're talking about over there, man. They calling everything an anime these days, man. What's going on?
Anything
Here?
in anime is crazy.
They calling anything and everything an anime, man.
No, anime is the way to go now. Like, and we see this with like the superhero series, like Suicide Squad. They're trying to make that an anime, and Warner Bros. Said they're gonna like try to make more superhero related anime. So like, I feel like anime is the way to go now.
Yeah, no, it is. People are seeing the money. They seeing the dollar signs, and that's where they're gonna go.
even with
People
Netflix,
always gonna
like
gravitate.
their most outside of Squid Game, most of like their viewership has been coming from anime. Like Sakamoto Days was I think
Don
for one,
Don was going.
Yeah.
on
Yep.
too.
Don
Yep,
was
that's
like
true.
#1 for Netflix, and then Sakamoto Days was like the #2 for like any animated series on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was getting crazy.
But
They
Warner
were,
Bros.
they
is
were.
allergic to money, though, guys. You know how it is. They canceled the Batman animated movie. That would have been gas.
Oh yeah, they did cancel that.
Dang.
Brandon, have you seen the new Devil May Cry anime?
I haven't, but I've been meaning to watch it.
Have you heard anything about it? Like any bad reviews or anything?
No, I've only heard good things about it.
Okay, that's good because I was online the other day and I was watching somebody like criticize it. The thing with this, it's based off a game. You know, it's based off a game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the game came out like around the 2000s. Character's been around for over 20 years, and I think the one thing that everybody is hating on is how the story is. But I think overall, I think stories are meant to be told differently eventually. They can't keep rehashing out. That's all. Look at Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not like the same shit anymore. It's differently now. But I think the one thing that everybody hates is how the story's told. But that's just the old heads being mad. That's not how it goes in the game. Bro, relax. Relax.
It's a different
the same
story.
shit.
Like
It looks gas.
similar to Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's based on the
Yeah.
game, but it doesn't follow the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk even had a whole like renaissance for the series, the gaming series. Like when they came out,
Yeah.
it caused a lot of people to go over there. So, hey, there's even money in that. You know what I'm saying? If they can push from the anime back to the game to the anime, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different crossover going on.
They should definitely do more video game anime.
I think the other thing that people were mad at was about the voice acting. Because the person who does Dante, he also does a different character in the video games. If you know who Johnny Young Bosch is,
Yeah.
fantastic.
I met him.
Oh, you did? Oh
yeah.
shit!
Okay.
What'd you
He's
meet
a
him like
cool
a
guy.
convention or?
Yeah, the convention.
Would you get an autograph?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's a cool guy, you know.
Power
That's
Ranger,
fire.
Ichigo.
Mhm. Yeah.
What else we got? He's also that one character from that one show about the name Malouche.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lelouch
Lelouch.
Kogias. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mr. W voice actor. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
Mr. W.
really good.
they don't like him voicing Dante as much because he voices a different character in the video game, so it like conflicts. But he's an excellent voice actor, so we're good on
He
him.
is definitely.
Yeah, it's like who cares? Who cares? I
Mhm.
guess okay. I guess another question that I had that I was thinking is, just to continue down the news. We gonna take go a different direction after this. But I was thinking, Brandon, what's like the biggest like the news that you like posted? You were like the craziest thing that you ever like got to. And oh, I gotta go, dude. Like what was the moment you were like, dang, this is crazy. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like what was like some crazy ones that you had that you've done?
We'll say when Hunt x Hunter came back, the manga, and
Oh
like after
yeah.
years, I remember when that came out, you know, like I was on the road, so I couldn't like do a video in my studio.
Mhm.
So I recorded like outside. Like the audio was like really bad, but you know, I just had to get
It's like
the
F it.
news out.
Yeah.
Not because no one thought Hunt x Hunter will come back from hiatus, you know, the
Right.
manga. And that was like it was crazy at the time.
Mhm.
I'm just hoping
That's
the
crazy.
anime comes back so I could like make a video about that.
No, that'd be fire. Cause they be hey, every year in April, man. Every April 1st, they be coming out. Oh, it's coming back every time.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely need it back, man. I miss it.
Yeah, bro. Got to. Hopefully Togashi can, remain in good health and is able to, hopefully get closer to getting it finished. And at that point, maybe they'll bring it back.
Isn't Togashi just playing Dragon Quest right now?
No, I think he's been working. He's been working. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. This is another new segment I wanted to start doing. For the pod. I can start us out because I know y'all might not have something on deck, right? But I wanted to start doing like a hot take of the week type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got something hot, you know what I'm saying, that you want to talk about, I already had one in mind, so I was like, I can start. But if y'all gotta take a second to cook, or if y'all want to go right now, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to y'all. Whatever y'all thinking.
I ain't gonna lie, this is something that when y'all talking about the video game anime series, I was like, I don't know about this one. I don't think Cyberpunk the anime was good.
You don't think it was good?
I don't think it was good. I don't think it was good.
Yo,
Hey, I'm not even trying to like play. I was watching it with my Discord community, and each week I was on that show. like every time, no, because I was hearing nothing but great things. I'm not a hater. I said it. I wanted to give it something. I heard people say, you know what, this is a 10 out of 10 anime series, and I was like, you know what, guys, let's start watching Cyberpunk. So every week we watching like 3 episodes till we finish. And I'm like, I don't really F with David like that. Like,
no.
I was like, you know what? He's okay. I was like, dang, your mom, blah, blah, blah. I ain't trying to spoil. But every time I just heard David talk, I was like, he's not interesting to me.
No, have we all seen it? Have we all seen it? We might as well. I'm really curious we can spoil it.
Has everybody seen it? Because I don't want to spoil it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, we gotta hear this.
Okay, I don't know why, but to me, like, I get it. But everybody in Discord was like, in the Cyberpunk universe, you kind of have to get cybernetics and keep going no matter what. So then you can keep your life expanding. That's just how the world works. But in my mind, I'm like, so you're gonna keep trying to kill yourself? Like, you openly know? like to me, I was like, this sounds stupid. So like they saying, okay, like this ain't even when I'm not even when it like got serious. I'm talking like at the very start. It was like, okay, he got a little bit of enhancements. He's cool, got this upgraded military thing. People may come after you. Why are you being a gangster? What reason you're being a gangster? I don't know. I just didn't F with him. Like, you saw that your mom died. And then all the progression that she worked so hard leading up to her death, it was just like, you know what, Mom, I'm a honor you in a way by becoming one of the worst gangsters in this world and making sure I potentially ruined my life.
Oh, he was depressed. He was depressed.
I don't care. No, he wasn't depressed. I promise you.
He found his new family in the Cyberpunks because he didn't want to be in school, bro.
I got a question.
He was getting bullied.
I'm sorry. If you came up to me and be like, yeah, my mom died, I'm gonna be a drug dealer. You know, I ain't gonna. You know what? The only thing she wanted, it didn't even matter about the school for real. She just wanted him to have a good life. in this world where cybernetics is like going everywhere. And you telling me his first thought was like, I'm gonna ruin the life my mom sacrificed to give me by putting more enhancements in my body that's gonna kill me faster. You know what? No. I like Lucy.
No.
F it. I hate Lucy. Every 5 minutes he changed his mind about stuff, bro. He saw a dude die in front of him. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this and I'm gonna do even better. The dude who died right in front of him was like, you know what? Let me take his enhancements and let me die faster. What? I'm sorry. I ain't F with it. I didn't F with it. I didn't F with him. He did every terrible choice to me.
Bro, he had no choice. His mom was gone. And he
joined the Cyberpunks for Lucy, bro. If it wasn't for Lucy, he wouldn't have joined.
That makes it worse because he joined for some cheats that he didn't know about. Like respectfully. My bad, Brandon. I'm so sorry cutting you off. In my mind, my mom died. I'm gonna be depressed. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna live in the street. We saw after she passed, he goes back into the house and sneak in there, and he's like coming with a plan. You telling me, you know what? Let me go steal. And let me catch the chick who like stole back from me. You know what? Let me work with her because I want this girl. What? Like, you couldn't do anything better in his life?
We've all had
nothing better
in our life, man. We've all had moments in our life where we've simped a little bit, man. It happens to everybody. Yeah, everyone simps a little bit at some point in your life. It's going to happen. He just got the wrong girl at the wrong time. It happens. But
no, because if you go back to, his death scene, it's kind of anticlimactic. Like, it's building up, and I was like, okay, this is going to be sad. It made me move. And then he just gets crushed. That's just the end of it. And you just go to lose. That's what I'm saying. It was like it was such a decent build up to like, okay, you know what? I kind of like him. And then it's just like, oh, I forgot. This is the Cyberpunk universe. We just giving you a side quest. Like he was squashed literally like a bug, and that was the end of his story. It was nothing else important.
But they had the whole on the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the moon.
Our tower.
I got a question to ask everybody then.
Okay.
What was David's goal?
His goal changed, bro. Like when he joined the Cyberpunks, his goal shifted towards Lucy. He wanted her to see the moon. And we see that in the conclusion. She goes to the moon because David was the one that protected her. He's the reason she was able to reach the moon.
I respect it. You know what? No disrespect. I respect
and that was a good ending. That was a good ending.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. I respect it. But it was a point in the story. They both had enough money. They could have just walked away because Lucy walked away as well. She could have. She at any point could have went to the moon.
They're already in too deep, bro.
She wasn't. She left. She wasn't. She left. She came back because of him.
But he was in. It was him. He was in too deep. He went into it because of her, and then she left, and then went back into it because of him. Because it was a dysfunctional, toxic relationship they had going on, which it happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened in anime. You know.
I will say this: he did not love Lucy. He was infatuated with who she was, and when she wasn't the type of person that he wanted her to be, I'm not saying he didn't care about her anymore, because he definitely did need her.
But he was losing his feelings because of his stuff.
Cybernetics. I respect. I agree. That's it. I can't say that word. I agree. But he loved. Like, I get that he was tearing himself apart. But even as I was watching the series, I was just like, this main character just doing stuff. He doesn't have nothing. I'm not saying he has to have it figured out, but he's just doing stuff. He's just going along with it. That's how I personally felt. Every time he made a decision, I was like, you're kind of making the wrong decision. Every time. Like when he could have got out after a period of time and actually stayed with Lucy, like he had an opportunity and she came to him and it was logical. It wasn't crazy. And this is when he didn't have all the enhancements yet. And I get that he was going towards it because he saw something. But even in the anime series, Lucy's like, what are you still here for? We have enough money. You don't have to live this life anymore. You can have a decent life. And he was like, you know what? I don't want that. And he wasn't even happy going down that path. Lucy just didn't go to the moon because she wanted to go with him. And then by the time she went there, it was like, okay, all his sacrifice to me was for nothing. Like at the midway point of the series, everything that could have happened at that last episode with Lucy could have still happened. Everything else was just like, okay, let's add some other stuff because he's not a main character in the video game and he's going to die soon. Let's just give him a death. Like, that's how I just generally felt. I don't.
I guess
What I mean,
it's
yeah,
it's paced very quick. That's something I'll give you. I think
Yeah.
one of
Yeah, it
Cyberpunk's
is.
detriments is the
Yeah.
pacing, but it also is a good thing about it too because it's like a wild ride. It's like you get on. It's literally like a roller coaster, right? A roller coaster isn't long, but it's going to be crazy. It's like, damn, oh my gosh, and that's basically what Cyberpunk gives. That's why I wouldn't
Yeah.
call it. I think whoever was calling it 10 out of 10. It's a bit much for me. It's like more like 8 out of 10. It's 8, 7. I think it's very good.
yeah.
But like
I'm not gonna say it's trash.
Ooh,
they might have been
Ichiban real
overrating
quick.
it to you.
I feel
Maybe
like it's
because of all the
overrated.
hype, it just and then you were looking at it more critically. Like
I feel
Maybe.
like because of how quickly it was, I couldn't have an emotional attachment to the MC. And
That's fair.
when I saw certain decisions he made, because I gave it a 7 on my anime list. I don't think it's trash. I'm gonna say that. I don't think it's trash, but I'm not gonna watch it again. but I think I didn't have that emotional development for him because it just seemed like he made all the wrong decisions and everything progressed too quickly. And they tried to add new characters to make you care about them, but to me, they was just fodder to show his mental state, which I understand.
Some of them were, yeah.
I understood why. I just didn't like that progression.
Okay.
Bro, you know who
That's
would
a fair
fight you
take.
on this,
Yeah.
Azid?
Yeah,
I'm
what's
gonna
up?
call Ichiban would fight you on this right now.
He can fight. I call him on the phone right now. He can fight you on it.
He's at work right now, but he'd fight you though.
You know, I'm gonna send him a text.
He's gonna tell him like, "Hey,
we gonna have the Cyberpunk debate too. Next part, Ichiban and Azid. Oh man.
Wait, hold up.
He's not get on you."
Hey, I think Cyberpunk is a terrible anime series.
Oh
And I
my
posted
god,
it
he's gonna
on
kill
the
you.
podcast. I will give it a 4 on my anime list. I hope you have a good day.
Okay, now he's lying. This guy's all-star rage baiting, bro.
Cyberpunk,
God.
definitely not a 4 out of 10. Definitely not.
Oh yeah, he's
No,
crazy.
but I gave it a 7.
It won anime of the year.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's what
but
that made me flip out. I'm telling y'all, that made me flip out.
Okay, I don't remember what came out that year. What year was that? What else came out that year? But yeah, I agree. That was crazy.
2023. 2023.
Yeah, no, I should not have won, bro. There was that. I think Pluto came out that year. Vinland, another AOT season. Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, and honestly, I think
Oceano Cold, Blue Lock, Zon
Yeah.
100, Somo-chan is a girl, Harris Paradise, The Dangers of My Heart.
some of
One
those
Piece,
you named,
the
some of those
100
you
girl-
named, I don't know, but
The 100 Girlfriend. No, I'm just naming some of the popular series.
Yeah,
Oceano
okay,
Stray
okay.
Dog Season 5. Free Ren?
yeah.
Wait, no, Frieren is nominated this year.
Oh, it's not. What?
Well,
yeah.
That's fair. I guess
Wait.
for Crunchyroll.
But JJK did come out.
For our
Yeah.
awards, we had
Pluto.
Freeman was up for the tournament last year.
Pluto, Demon Slayer, Apocalypse Diaries, Vinland Saga, JJK, Eminence and Shadow, Bleach, AOT.
Yeah, that was a good year.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Oh no, man. It got
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk
is
towards
just
the
like that.
bottom of the top 10 probably is.
Somebody play the music. Somebody play the music of that movie.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I was about to say Hamamira.
Horimiya?
Yeah, Horimiya.
Horimiya.
Oh, that was the missing pieces though. I think that wasn't the actual
Horimiya.
one.
Yeah. Oh, My Happy Marriage also came out.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Must pay Crunchyroll.
I think that's what made me more mad when I saw it because I watched it after the voting
Oh.
passed.
Okay.
That's what you want.
Yeah,
Because all I hear, everybody was like, "This is a great series. This is the greatest series I ever watched." They said it made me cry. I was like,
Cyberpunk is emotional,
It is.
especially the finale, it's it is, bro. Bro, she went to the moon without him.
Yeah, that was sad.
Bro,
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Where'd you cry? I don't.
You know,
remember
Brandon, I'm
crying.
playing, but let me stop. Let me stop.
He's
Nah,
like, you don't
it's-
cry when?
I don't think it's a 10 out of 10, but I feel like it's a really good anime.
If I actually would rank it how I would rank normal anime, I would give it a 7. I think it's actually
Atrocious.
it's just not the show for me, and I can respect it.
That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair.
So it's like objectively you give it a 7, but if it was up to you by yourself subjectively, that motherfucker 4, basically.
That motherfucker 4.
And it's not your series, and that's fair.
Yeah. All right, I hear you. Hey, Brandon, Alex, if y'all have a take, y'all can go ahead, or I can get mine off to it on whatever y'all.
Well, get you off because I was
Okay.
like caught up with his shit. You got mine.
Yeah. Okay. Mine. All right. Look, right. All right, so I'm almost caught up to One Piece. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm almost there, right? So I'm like, I think I'm like 1107, I think, on the episodes.
Almost there,
Um,
man.
yeah, almost there. I'm getting there, right? I think for me, there's two hot takes I had that coincide with One Piece. I think for one, I don't know which one I should. For one, right? I watched WANO. I don't think it's as good as people be saying it is, man. I think WANO's overrated. Second take.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get them both off, and we can talk about it. I think I don't see even when I catch up, even if I read the manga, I don't think One Piece gonna be in my top 10. It's just not. It's just not. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Hey,
Hey, Brandon, you got this one, bro.
I gotta disagree, man. I
You
feel
got
like
this one, bro.
Wano, it's up there as one of the best One Piece arcs in my opinion.
You think?
You know,
Okay,
the
okay.
storytelling, Gear 5 Luffy, bro.
Gear 5 was good. It was
Gear
good.
5 Luffy.
But it wasn't. Maybe this is a case of, again, it just me hearing how great and peak it is for so long, and then actually seeing it. And like, if I wouldn't have heard that for so long, I may have had a better outlook on it when I actually saw it. But like, after hearing that, it's like, okay, it was good. I'm not trying to say it's not good, but seeing it, it's like it wasn't like at the heights I thought it was going to reach. I thought it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, amazing. But it was just, okay, this is good. It was enjoyable, right? But even for me, to the Gear 5, so I prefer the Zoro fight and 10-15 to like the Gear 5 episodes personally. I don't know how hot
that's
that
a good
is.
take. That's a good take.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good take. Okay. But yeah, like I don't know. I thought it was too dragged. I mean, the anime is the anime. Obviously, the manga is not as dragged usually with stuff like that.
Wano is the longest arc.
Yeah, because it was so much nonsense going on. Because it was actually the story. It was like, okay, this is a pretty good story. I don't think it was like super crazy, but then you got your peak moments that are just peak, right? Like 10-15 peak. Zoro Sanji fights, Gear 5. You got even some of this twists and stuff like that. I think the stuff with
Lion Kid versus Big Mom, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
So many great moments in Wano. Like the Japanese culture, I feel like that's the most we've seen in One Piece. And
that's true.
Like the characters introduced, Kaido, best shonen villain. No, I'm just joking.
I was like, wait a minute, wait.
I mean, I've said this hot take before too. Kaido didn't change it.
I'm sorry. Ichiban just texted me back. He said, word for word, you must have wanted F and die.
I told you.
Word for word. Wait, word for word. Wait. Word for word. Can you even see that?
Yeah.
There we go.
But he put it word for word. Like, dang.
He loves cyberpunk.
He's not going, bro. But no, yeah, I think with Wano, again, it's just dragged. There's so much stuff that doesn't matter that happens that I really just don't care. And even my other take of I don't think Kaido, or I think Big Mom is honestly not good. I think she's one of the most mid antagonists I've ever seen, and her having to be in Wano too. It's like, it's cool. Like, them in tandem is like, that's a very hard thing for them to beat. But like, her on her own doesn't move me. Like, she just I don't know. Kaido's better, but antagonists in One Piece. Dofi's pretty good. I think Dofi's pretty good, but even then, I don't think there's any antagonist that's like a top 10 level antagonist. You know what I'm saying? No one's moving me like that in One Piece. Oh my gosh! But at the same time, it's about the story. It's about the, that's a problem with a lot of One Piece arcs. Like Dressrosa, Whole Cake are too dragged as well. I'm yapping, but I don't know.
There's a lot of storytelling, bro. Like, you gotta like tell everything. So like, it may feel long, but no, it's peak. It's peak.
What I'm hearing is River doesn't like BBWs with the Big Mom thing.
That's crazy.
No, I like Big Mom.
It's crazy.
Big Mom, she's one of my favorite like villains in One Piece.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a good villain, especially her backstory.
Oh yeah,
her backstory was pretty good, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like there's nothing else really to her to me. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. I guess just to follow as I was saying, I think for me, One Piece, I thought about it. I was really debating, right? I think now, based on how I know Egghead's about to continue, because I've heard really good things, I think after I see that, it's probably gonna push to like number 11 for me, like all time. Like, I was really debating between like One Piece and Naruto. I think it probably gets above that. I was just thinking about this in my head the other day. Because I
Egghead.
almost was gonna say it's below that. You said what?
Oh, you're enjoying Egghead or not as much as
A
WANO?
has been good. A has been good. I like
Mhm.
Egghead. I think
Mhm.
I think they are kind of they're going down a similar path of okay, now we got to find Vegapunk. That's where I'm at right now. Like trying to find him in the lab, like because he's like missing or whatever. They're trying to look for him.
Yeah,
Obviously, we know what's going on with him right now. But like at the same time, like I feel like they're gonna drag that a little too much. That's just One Piece, right? But the majority of Egghead has been great. The lore, fantastic,
yes,
bro. I'm
I
sitting there,
agree.
oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I just can't wait to see how it progresses throughout and stuff like that. But I think it may just be a case of One Piece is just always gonna be a little too much for me to put it as highly as some people do because I think it just how it drags out some of his parts, right? Even with the canon stuff, that even taking out the repeated stuff over and over again or whatnot, like in the anime, I think it's just a little bit too much. But at the same time, it could end and it could be peak till the ending, and now boom, it's like top 5, top 3 for me. So you never know, but hey, that's my
Yeah,
yak.
man. I think your opinion's gonna change, because One
Okay.
Piece is only gonna continue to get better. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we've seen it with Wano, Egghead, and the current arc, Elbaf. Like
I've heard
it's
it's good too. Yeah,
yeah, man. And imagine how good the final war arc's gonna be.
it's
So
gotta be. It's gotta be. I
yeah.
think yeah.
That war out gonna take 5 years. It's gonna take
More, bro,
5.
more.
It's gonna take another
More.
10.
Yeah,
We've been
man.
Yeah.
saying Final Saga for the last 5 years.
Nah, facts. Nah, facts. That's gonna be crazy, but we'll
Yeah,
see. I know.
man.
Going off of that, we are probably gonna once in a couple weeks. I think we have going that we're probably gonna do a One Piece type of pod discussing it. Once I'm caught up, once we can get some other people on and stuff. So if y'all want to see that, let us know. In the comments if y'all excited for that and whatnot when this drops on YouTube and shit. But yeah. If y'all Alex or Brandon have a hot take y'all want to cook up, go with, feel free to, you know, lock that in. Hot take of the week.
I've said this hot take before, like in an
Okay.
interview, but Fairy Tail is as good as the big three, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I've seen the big three, all of them. And I've seen Fairy Tail, and like they're on the same level.
It's on the same level as
And
One
I
Piece
agree
to
with
you.
you. I agree
yeah,
with you.
That's the
The
same.
fairy. Y'all don't even know this is the fairy tale symbol, man.
Okay, but look.
Y'all don't even know this is fairy tale.
I haven't seen much of Fairy Tail, but I'm gonna need you to put this into context. If you were to do like a ranking, right, like top 10, so is Fairy Tail in your top 10?
yeah, it's in my top
Okay,
five.
I see your top 5. Okay, where's One Piece
Mm.
at?
In the top five.
Top 5. So is One Piece above Fairy Tail or below?
In my top five, I consider them all as equals.
Oh, okay, so
So
they're all
like,
kind of equal. Okay, so you don't even
yeah,
have and Naruto and Bleach, where they at? They in your top 5 too, or like top 10?
yeah, top
Top
five.
5 too.
Mhm.
Okay. So you basically what you're saying is Fairy Tail is just that good that it's just
Yeah,
comparable.
like
Okay.
I watched all of them, and it's on the same level in my opinion. Like I don't understand the hate that Fairy Tail gets, honestly,
Mhm.
I agree
because
with Brandon.
it's peak, bro, in my opinion.
I haven't seen enough, so I can't like
Yeah.
go too crazy. Hey, maybe I'll watch it and I'll agree. You know what I'm saying? I've just heard what I've heard, and a lot of
Mhm.
people would disagree. I don't know what
Yeah, a
Alex
lot of people
thinking
would
over there.
disagree.
I'll say this: the first 20, the first arc, the first 20 episodes, it's just like how people say with Bleach, it's too boring. But after you
Hmm.
pass that, you get to like stuff with Jalal and Urza. You get with one of my favorite characters that they did nothing with, Lazana. The build up to
Lazana,
Lazana, I enjoyed it,
bro,
and then they did nothing.
Edalus is peak, bro.
I love Edalus, the Edo version of
Bro,
Lucy.
yes,
Natsu, I think
that's
it's peak.
something we haven't really seen in anime, an arc like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then you find out the truth about a character's death, kinda. I was like,
yeah,
you know what? I love this. I thought there was gonna be in game, and I was like, you know what? Lucy and Atsu. I forgot whose story this is.
yeah, man, and can't forget about the Battle of Fairy Tail.
Oh,
Loxus,
and then if y'all ever get to the Magic Games arc is my favorite fairy tale arc.
bro, that
Is
arc is goated.
you find out so much stuff about the lore of fairy tale that
Hmm.
leads up, and it builds upon foreshadowing to the very end of like the original part of the series, not the 100-year quest, but the original part of the series.
It does.
Yeah, it is one of the greatest arcs in fairy tale to me.
I rewatched Fairy Tail 3 times, so that just tell you
Yeah,
how good it is.
Dang,
like
3 of them
I'll say this
things.
in the beginning, fairy tale is like your basic shonen kind of Like, okay, we got a lot of fan service. Okay, we got characters who's gonna be like, we're gonna get back up because we're friends. But my favorite arc is like when they introduce Wendy. And when they start introducing Wendy, that's when stuff turns around. The Urza and Jalal, one of the greatest characters to me.
Power of Heaven, bro. Yeah. Amazing.
Urza versus the 100 Demons.
Yes.
The mystery of Agonologia and END. One of the great, to me, that's one of the greatest mysteries in Shonen, not of all time, but in Shonen.
That's underrated, man. And Zeref as a villain is underrated.
Like, it's some stuff in Fairy Tail that you won't like. I feel like in Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, you can find elements of each other. In Fairy Tail, I don't feel like you have the same traits. It takes certain things from other fantasy anime versus like other shonen anime.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, how you feeling about this? I see you was making some faces over there. I got.
Sorry, I can't believe this, man. No offense to you, Brandon. You seem like a nice guy.
The Stephen A. preface, man.
I want to hit you with the LeBron stuff real quick.
Wait, Brandon, do you have a waifu from Fairy Tail?
Urza.
I like Juvia.
Juvia's good too.
I like Juvia.
These guys are rooms. They could talk about Fairy Tail all day.
No, they could. They definitely could, man.
I love Fairy Tail, man.
I watched it on Netflix when it came out. When it came out, when it randomly popped up. I'm like, all right, what is Fairy Tail? Tried watching it, not like it. Found it. What was it? Natsu? What do we call it?
Natsu.
That guy was like annoying as fuck for the first episodes. And I stopped watching it maybe after the first 2 episodes. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit.
Okay, so you ain't even get far. Okay.
Bro, I didn't get too far. I'm like, what am I watching right now?
My favorite scene of Natsu of all time. There's a fire in my belly. I love it. I love when he says that every time.
Bro, the dub is so good.
Okay.
I love the dub.
You know, man, maybe because me as well. I think I've seen like 4 or 5 episodes. Nothing crazy. No, I didn't drop it because I didn't like. See, it seemed like it could be good, right? I just never. It's just something I never continued. I think I started watching with my friend, and then I just never caught up with it after that because we didn't keep watching it. I think so. Shout out to Tyler because he's another big Fairy Tail fan as well. So I'm sure he would love this. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, you know, I'm not going to hate until I watch it. That's one of the things that I've really tried to focus on because I'll get into my hating bag sometimes. But when someone's coming at it with, okay, this is great to me and stuff like that, come with good points like y'all were, it's like I can't hate too much because, you know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all were coming with points, I was like, what is this guy talking about? Then I can hate. I'll hate all I want, right? But it seems legit. I'm like, okay, maybe I just got to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just got to watch it.
I feel like I gotta give it the chance.
You like it, man. Trust.
Okay. All right, I might have to come back to that. I bet. All right, Alex, you got a hot take for us too? Hey, we're crazy with our 3 hot takes, man. I don't know if you're gonna follow that up. We'll see, bro. Yeah, crazy start.
Let me ask Brandon a question. Brandon, you like Black Clover?
Yeah, I love Black Clover, bro.
All right, we're cool. Okay, we're good. I gotta make sure, like, hey, at least he fucks with that, at least.
Black Clover is amazing, bro. I want the anime to come back.
I'm telling you, River the Flow got over here. Hates
yeah,
on
it's mid.
Whoa.
It's mid.
How far did you get?
Bro, he stopped.
I know you said this.
I've seen like 50 episodes.
I know it.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Because to me, it was slow as heck. Once you make it to that final part of the L's art, it literally takes everything you saw at the beginning of this series and it brings it back full circle. It is some One Piece level of story writing. It's slow as heck, but when you get right there to that L's art near the end, it's worth it. I promise you.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there just to keep hating. Just to keep hating.
You know what?
I could love it. I'm still hating.
Oh no!
That's one of the ones that I got to. For the love of the game.
I say Black Clover is a mix between Naruto, Bleach, and Fairy Tail.
I agree.
Like,
okay, I could see that. I could see that. I could see that to an extent.
I think he just hates on the main character because he's short. That's what it is. I fuck with the show. It's really good. I read the manga. I'm pretty far in the manga. It's really good.
Is that your hot take?
The manga's good.
No. I just want.
Oh, okay. All right.
You already know what my hot take is, bro. You
Oh
already know.
gosh, are you going with the one you be going with? I don't know.
It's facts, right? It's
I
factual,
don't even
right?
want to hear this.
My
Again.
hot take is I still think that the Khmer arc from Hunter x Hunter is garbage. I think the main character that I didn't fuck with the entire time was Poof because he couldn't stop interrupting the fucking show. That's why I hated the fucking arc. That man didn't want to shut the fuck up halftime to the show with his little mini monologues. Oh my goodness, my king doesn't want to fucking focus up. Like, bro, who the fuck are you? The entire show, all right? I still think P2 is still a better character than him. All right, that's my hot take on that.
I kind of agree with that, man. I feel like Chimera Anarch is peak storytelling. Like two sides of the same coin. Gohan lost his humanity, Meriwether gained humanity. Like it really showed. It put things into perspective. Like who was really the villain in the arc? Was it Gohan or Meriwether? Like we haven't really seen that in an anime or manga, and it showed how great of a writer Tagashi is. So I feel like Chimera Anarch is peak.
No, facts, bro. Facts.
Hmm.
As if you want to keep going, I gotta go get some real quick. I'll be right back though.
He has a smile on his face. He's gonna be saying fucking stupid back.
No, because I know you had another segment you wanted to try, and then we was gonna close it out because I know everybody gotta go. So.
Oh yeah.
I still think personally, I just didn't like it. I like the whole ending where we see this guy fight Merowim. That shit was kind of gas.
Oh, Netero versus Mero.
Yeah, that was fucking gas.
That
I
was
just
good.
didn't like the moments where this guy just popped up and like fucking took the whole attention away from the Merowim and the girl. I'm like, bro, I don't really give a fuck who you are. You're kind of ruining this shit for me. And the beginning started strong with like the end, like fucking people getting eaten. This guy's learning how to use their powers and all. I was like, all right, that's strong. And then they got to the middle. That's where they fucked it up for me. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this character, bro. I don't really care.
I'm noticing a trend. I think every time there's like an ant or subspecies of like insect in anime, they just instantly get strong. Like even invincible. It's a certain character you go see, Brandon. It's just like, why do y'all get so strong so quick? But yeah, it's like every insect is gonna get strong in like 5 minutes or a month from the
That
first
is
fight.
true. Yeah, like
I'm
in
like,
solo leveling.
I'm like, wait a minute,
So
don't y'all have a lifespan of like a month? How do y'all get strong that quick?
Yeah,
Fucking
man. It's
work out once and it's like 10 times right there.
Oh,
it's
maybe
impressive.
that is what it is. Maybe they just
Like
get strong
Frieza?
because they age so quick.
Like Frieza, Frieza said, I never trained for my abilities before. Maybe I should. Like,
Yeah.
We got Black Frieza now.
That was the craziest thing,
Black
bro.
Frieza.
But Alex, I had to go get you something for
Oh
you.
my goodness, I know he's gonna fucking put some stupid shit up.
This is an award I want to start presenting every
Just go out on
pod.
a piece of
Okay,
paper.
it's a new award. All right. I know you're not gonna like this one because of probably not based on your allegiances. But Alex, I present to you Cap of the Week, Alex. Here you go. I got you. This is your cap of the week, man. This goes to the ultimate capper every week. This is presented to you for the biggest cap I had. This is some of the biggest cap I've heard in my entire life, man. I just wanted to. I really applaud you for the amount of cap and the ultimate display you just put on of just absolute cap. Congratulations.
I got his
Cap
ass.
of the week goes
Cap-
to you.
Cap of the week.
I'm gonna get his
Cap of
ass
the
on the
week.
next award show.
Capital week.
Cap of the week. Now that's a good idea, actually.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna get his ass next award show. He thinks I'm playing. I got his ass. we do an award show for the pods every year. We pick out like who has the best takes, worst takes, overall best member. We did it one a couple weeks ago. It really turned out well. So I got his ass. I usually make him myself, so I got his ass. He thinks he's playing. I got him.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. What the people always speak their mind. I mean, you're looking at the 2-time host of the year right here, bro. I don't know, bro. The people speak their mind, man.
I might
people
just take a
speak,
name out
bro.
of the ballot
You know?
next time.
Yeah.
You can hate, but hey, the people, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what Lil Baby said? He said this once. He said, "I don't call myself the GOAT. I let the people decide." That's what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
you know,
Sure, I like that.
We're gonna do the Jokic and Shea thing where I give it to somebody else because they need popularity votes.
Oh my gosh, man. Okay, bro. I think last thing. I have one. I know we usually like to do a couple of rankings. to end the pod. As I don't know if you had found any that you wanted to go over. I had one myself. But
I didn't have mine.
Alex, did you have some that you
Yeah,
had
I
found?
ain't gonna pull it up. I'll let you go first.
Well, I made one.
Okay, you made one.
made one?
You just do the one you made then. Let's do it.
Well, this.
Oh gosh.
All right, this is from a video that I did though.
Okay, bet. Let's do it.
Yeah, so that's why. But I already ranked every character though, so I don't know if we should do that way.
Okay. I mean, we could rank them if you don't want to. We could rank them.
Okay.
See, and then you tell us what you had, and we could see how the taste varies or whatnot maybe.
Okay, so this is I did.
Oh, boy.
I ranked the hot. Yeah, I ranked the hottest women in anime.
Oh,
Okay.
Sakura.
Sakura. What is Sakura doing up there, man?
It wasn't just me.
Bring up
adding to
I
this
need
list.
her right now. Was like crazy.
Bro, where's Urza?
Okay, not
bro?
all of these were my personal taste though. I had to actually. There was other people in the video.
Bro, where's Urza?
Urza's on here, so I gotta find
Bro.
it. I didn't. I have Urza. I just don't remember what she's.
Then you disrespected his queen, Azid.
Bro, I have look at this, bro. Look.
I put Lucy.
Hey, Azid, you see this? You see this? That's his queen right there. He got the figurine and everything, man.
Bro.
Makima
Urza-
unappealing too. What the fuck? Oh my goodness, this is atrocious ass list.
Oh, Urza's at Q. I put Urza at Q right here.
Q? Urza should be the highest rank, bro.
Bro,
But
this
this
man,
is for a
that's a
video I
crazy
did.
ass list, bro.
I had other people. It wasn't just me because I wanted to put Urza higher. I wanted to put her higher, and
Hey,
everyone was
what?
like, they was like, "Nah, Urza okay. Don't put her that high." I was like, "All right." Bro.
Okay, it's crazy, bro.
I
The
see.
video was on my page, but I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I seen Bon Clay at the bottom there. Disrespectful, unappealing.
That's actually crazy. I'm gonna have to make my own list.
all right."
Wait, hold on. Why is there like 3 Chainsaw Man characters at the bottom? Who? Wait, why is Lucy at the bottom too, man? Well, you wilding on Lucy?
Lucy
I ain't
should be
gonna
at the top too, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. That was on me. That one was.
No,
On
I
me.
know it was you. I know.
I was like, hell no.
The culprit is right here, Your Honor. He's right here. Okay, yeah, I don't know,
I like
man.
the fact you picked the wildest pictures too.
No, he did on some of these. He knew what he was doing, man. Who is
The
that?
fucking tier names are crazy. That is fucking.
Is that girl from Bleach?
Which
No
one?
way. The one in the third one on Hot. Is that
That's Unohana.
that's Unohana? Where does that picture even come from?
Hey, is that
I know. I typed up Unohana, and it was all. I went on Google. And it was there. I promise. you.
Google is horny, bro. Oh my god.
Dead serious. Most of these pictures, I just went to Google for, and I had to like find out like the size image. So some of these are just weird.
This
But,
is crazy. Yeah, I mean Sakura
Hey,
being there
I
just
put-
ruins all this,
I
but
put Irene though. No, because you can't lie. Sakura and Boruto kind of looks nice.
I mean
Oh,
no.
Sakura and Boruto looks good.
Nah, the best Hinata. Well, not that. Wait, no. I was looking at Hinata. She's there.
Yeah. She was the first. She was the highest one we added to the list.
Wait, so this is ordered? Hold on.
No,
Wait. Why?
It's not ordered.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
okay.
Somebody was like, no matter what, put Hinata in her own tier above, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm just gonna put it in the front because that's too much.
The glazing is crazy, bro.
The facts crazy glaze, bro.
I feel like Urza should be up there though.
Is Kurisu on here? Where Kurisu at, man?
You said who?
Kurisu from Stars Gate. Just curious if y'all had her on here or not.
If I didn't, but if I could, I would have just put her at cute. I ain't gonna let you.
All right. Just had to make sure she ain't disrespected. That's my favorite female character. That's all. I had to make sure she wasn't disrespected. You know.
But
I
you
put
didn't.
Power here because she claimed in the series she does not wash herself.
Okay, yeah. At that point, you should have made her own tier. She could have her own tier. Stay away from me.
She confirmed she doesn't wash, so that's why I was like, huh?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah,
It was
Power
like
don't
episode 4.
apparently.
No,
bro.
remember when they did the episode where they started living with Aki?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about. They said it.
yeah. Hell no. Yeah,
These,
she can stay
these
away
tier
from me for
names are
sure.
kind of wild, by the way.
Nah, it's just the top one. It's really the top
I
one.
know,
That's
it's the top one.
that's the crazy.
Yeah. Hey, I had to put Revy up here. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sister Lily's.
But it wasn't just me who made this list.
I heard you, bro.
What he
I said
He
Sister
talking
Lily's
about-
not that bad either. Yes,
Oh, I thought you said something else.
I
I
said
need to
Sister
go.
Lily's and hot.
Nah, I thought you said something else. I don't even want to bring that series up that I was thinking of.
Huh?
Terrible series.
Mhm.
If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, probably.
I had to put Hestia. And I had to put Urza's mom.
What were we supposed to be
mad.
ranking something?
Irene.
I was like, I wanted to put Irene up here and then Urza up here. But they was like, because I just said Irene is just a better version of Urza.
Nah,
like,
nah.
Bro, how long did
I
this
know.
take you to do?
I had, bro. This took like 3 hours. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, they was in there
we
debating, bro.
We were arguing. No, because this how I say it, right? One person in here, and we didn't find out till like 30 minutes in. He was like, "Oh, these characters got big breasts." I was like, "Okay, what's wrong with that?" He was
That's
like, "I don't like women with
crazy.
big breasts." He was like, "I don't like women with big breasts." So every character he just put down that had big breasts. Every character he's like, "Let's put them at
He
unappealing."
was
I
more
like
of an ass man, I guess.
Hey, man.
but,
Nah, Urza definitely has to be high, bro. No, like.
Irene is just the better version. You don't like milks, Brandon. I see what you're
Nah,
on.
man.
You don't like Bill's
Bro.
Urza's mom, Irene, is just
Nah,
Urza,
man.
but
Urza-
slightly older.
Rank these 4 animes to best to worst: Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, JJK, and Demon Slayer.
Yu Hakusho.
I could go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bleach, Demon Slayer, Yu Yu Hakusho.
And what about JJK?
Yu
What's the next
Hakusho at the
one?
bottom?
Yeah,
What about JJK?
Nah.
I feel like the ending was rushed. You know, like it had potential to be a masterpiece, but I feel like after the Dark Tournament, like,
I still
but
thought. I mean, you didn't like Chapter Black? The Chapter Black one?
it was good. But compared to the Dark Tournament, while we have like Demon Slayer, the best arc is the last arc, Infinity Castle, and Bleach. That was your Blood War,
So
arguably
you're a
the
big
best arc.
Indians guy. You're a big Indians guy.
Yeah, like the ending
Okay.
has to be like really, really good, So I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho, it had potential, but it's still a great series. I still love it.
Okay, so you like them all. Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't know. My favorite arc was Chapter Black. Shoot, I guess
Chapter-
I'll just write. For
Oh,
me,
you like it
Yu
over-
Yu's one out of those for me. I'll put Yu at 1, and then Bleach, and then JJK, and then Demon Slayer. That'd be my ranking, personally. I just love Yu. I mean, I think I just may like
That's
it
respectable.
more. May like it more,
I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho did inspire Bleach, so
Yeah.
respectable.
I think for me, I got to go Bleach, JJK, Yu Yu Hakusho, then Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Mm.
That's for me. That's
Hey.
for me. I don't know. JJK made me feel stuff, but Bleach made me sorry. I be yelling Bankai in some of my
Yeah, Bleach-
videos.
Bleach-
Yeah.
Bleach is definitely better.
Bleach better than JJK. Matter of fact, Demon Slayer above Yu. Hold on, we ain't talking about this. Demon Slayer above Yu. Hold on.
I said Yu Yu Hakusho, then Demon Slayer.
No, I'm talking to Brandon. I'm just realizing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, like if you compare the best
Crazy.
fights, like Uzui versus Gyotaro, Ren Goku versus Akaza, not to mention the fights in the Infinity Castle, like that. Like
Okay.
if you're looking
some
for
fights.
action, and we can't forget about the storytelling. Tanjiro trying to save his sister. That's basically the plot of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is considered a masterpiece. Edward trying to save his brother, right?
Alex's face got.
Isn't it the same thing?
No, it's not.
Is that the same thing?
No.
What's the
Bro,
difference?
you gotta clip this shit, bro.
They're both trying to save their sibling.
No. Oh my.
I mean, at the basic level, I guess, but in terms of like all the nuances that go into it, it's very. I don't know. It's very.
Oh, bro, that's a hot take right there.
That's a good one. That could have been the one right there.
No, somebody clip it. Somebody clip it right there. I'm gonna send it to Brandon in 2 weeks.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah.
like they're similar, like in terms of like the base story, but obviously Full Metal goes more into depth in their story. But action-wise, Demon Slayer, like we know what Demon Slayer is capable of. So like, I feel
I
like
get what you
Demon,
mean.
Yeah.
yeah,
Man, I don't know, man. It's just pretty
mm,
colors, man.
It's just pretty colors,
pretty
guys.
colors.
I go with Brandon, man. He mean like sibling bond.
No,
Is
yeah.
Yeah,
very similar. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the base of the take, I understand in terms of like he is like doing, like kind of trying to change the world in a way with like having demons kind of be more like respected in terms of if they're not actually they can be saved. Kind of, I guess that's kind of what he's trying to prove.
yeah.
I guess that's something to consider. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just I can't see it that I see what you're saying, but I also don't see what you're saying.
What
Nah,
about you,
man.
Yeah.
Adam?
So
Yeah.
Demon Slayer last, JJK next, then Yu Yu, then Bleach.
Okay. So I think you guys
You
have the
you
same. Maybe no, y'all didn't.
wait,
You
is
pick.
I think it for you who it might be carried by nostalgia for you guys,
I've
because
not finished
I
watching
haven't
it. I
finished
have
it.
not finished
That's the
watching it.
thing.
I watched it. I watched like a couple years ago for the first time. I hadn't seen it before that. I don't know.
oh
I just like I really like the storylines. I love Yusuke. He's like my favorite main character. Like I like.
Yusuke is goated. He's
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I like. You go ahead, Isaac. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I haven't finished it, but I watched it when I was with my little brother.
Hmm.
As much as we got up to almost finishing the story, I thought it was pretty good compared to Demon Slayer to me.
I mean,
So,
honestly.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. My fault.
Now Demon Slayer, no, Yu Yu Hakusho story is good, and the action is there. The Dark Tournament. I feel like that's one of the best tournament arcs. Um, but like the ending, it was rushed.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I was gonna mention that again because I do 100% see your point. Because to me, I feel like if Togashi would have just had unlimited time and just been
Hmm.
able to flush out that ending, you could have been one of the greatest anime of all time, and people
I
would not be
agree.
arguing. Because
Hmm.
the potential of the demon realm or what he was trying to do, that last arc could
Hmm.
have been so good. But you're right,
It
it
could
was
have.
rushed. It was. But I think for me, even the potential and seeing what he did have there was good
Hmm.
enough. In the ending, I think with Yusuke kind of coming back and stuff like that was enjoyable enough that it doesn't hinder the series as much for me. I think for you,
Hmm.
it's probably just a difference of it's just the ending just didn't hit good enough. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I think
Yeah.
it's more so the ending doesn't hinder it enough. So it's just kind of like two different sides of the coin. Whereas like I agree with you on that, but I just think that the rest of the story as well was just so good that like even though it did have a bit of a dip there, like it's
Hmm.
still amazing. I can't disagree
Now
with
that's a respectable take.
type.
See where you're coming from.
All right, so rank the top 4 most popular series on IMDb. Those being Attack on Titan at 1, One Piece 2, and then Demon Slayer 3, and Jujutsu Kaisen 4. But let's do it, man. The top 4 on IMDb.
In terms of being the best or like what I
Yeah, in
prefer.
terms of being the best. Yeah. In terms of being the best.
Then One Piece 1, Attack on Titan 2. What's the other 2 series?
JJK and Demon Slayer.
Uh, I think Demon Slayer is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. No, slightly better.
Mm.
Slightly better. Slightly better.
Another hot one.
And then Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
I can actually go either way because I did read the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, and
Yeah, I get you. That's why I had it like a little rank.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard some things about it. I've heard some things. Fair enough. Then I guess. But
Crazy,
let
I
me chill. Who wanna go next? I don't even. You know what? Never mind. You know, I take that. I guess back. Cause I'm a JJK hater too, man. I'm a JJK hater and a Demon Slayer hater, man. So you know what? Either way, it don't matter to me.
Yeah, that's
The
fair.
manga was better than the animation for Demon Slayer.
You
The
think
manga's
so?
better, by the way, guys.
I didn't read the manga. Is it actually better?
Yes, it is. You don't get so much bullshit about like backstories and like orphan shit and like it's a good like because they extend the shit out of everything. You're like, bro, I get it. These motherfuckers are sad.
Mm.
And the manga, it's like a 5-second thing, and then boom, that you're going back to the
Oh
story,
damn.
but they don't like fucking extend shit. And then the story, the ending, and like the arcs are pretty good. That's why I preferably read it. But I thought it was like a better read instead of a fucking animation. And River makes fun of me. He's like, "It's a better read."
Yeah, I was gonna say I prefer the manga. You should read the manga.
I'm about to check out the manga then.
Mr.
Say less. Say less.
You might read through it fast because it's pretty short. Not short, but
hmm
the series might be thought like just like the anime be like, damn, it's like 3 seasons, but the book you're like, okay, this is not that bad. Because I had read the whole thing from going to Wisconsin and like one trip forward. It was like 3 hour trip
hmm
driving, and I was in the back seat, and I was like, I have nothing to do for 3 hours. Read the whole thing in 3 hours,
Wow.
so it wasn't that bad.
Type beat.
Gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Well, what you got for your ranking on those four, Alex?
Demon Slayer last, JJK, and what was the other two?
One Piece and AOT.
I'll put One Piece second, then AOT one. Well, if I watch One Piece, and it's better than AOT, I'll put One Piece above AOT because I did not like the ending of AOT. Did not like
a lot of people don't like it.
So yeah, it's if I watch One Piece and the One Piece is better by the time I finish watching it, I'll put One Piece over AOT.
Fair.
We'll see, man. I don't think Oda can mess up his ending. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing
Nah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Like it's no.
Nah, he won't. He
No
won't.
way. He couldn't.
It's the GOAT, bro. He the GOAT.
He couldn't. I can't see it, bro. It's too much good setup for that to happen. But
Yeah.
But Azid, man, it'd be riots in the streets. Let me see. Azid, if he messed it up, oh boy, no, there's no way. So, there's no way. Man.
For me personally, One Piece is my number one.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll say JJK is my number two. I've not read the manga. AOT my three, and Demon Slayer my number four.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
JJK over AOT. That's interesting.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I think AOT is a great anime series with great storylines. It's just sometimes it don't go for me. It just don't go for me sometimes.
We get it. LeBron's not that good as MJ.
I'm on season 4. That's crazy, but like I feel like I'm caught up to everything.
We're done with the '90s, guys.
Oh,
But yeah, One Piece, JJK,
okay.
AOT, then Demon Slayer.
I guess we all put
Okay.
Demon Slayer at the bottom.
No, I put Demon Slayer third.
No,
Third.
Demon Slayer,
Like
JJK. Yeah.
third.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'll-
It took forever to animate, and fucking the manga took forever too.
Yeah.
I put I think my list might be the same as Alex for once. I think I would have AOT, One Piece, then JJK and Demon Slayer. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to that's my ranking. I'm gonna try to have some other we'll get some more other rankings going on in the future. But with that being said, man, that kind of brings to the end of the pod. I think it's been a great discussion, man. And stuff like that. I know as it opened us, I'm gonna let him, close out the best way he can. You know what I'm saying? Cook up.
For sure.
All right. Ain't gonna lie to you, I'll be zoning out on this part. But Brandon, I just want to say thank you for being a part of the Flow podcast, bro. It's been a pleasure. I loved hearing some of your hot takes, how you feel about is this actually anime about certain series. And you already know as Fairy Tale Brothers, we got to stick together, man.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
So I just wanted to say thank you for being on here. Real eyes, real lives. We got, and then we also got River the Flow, the founder of the Flow podcast. I just want to say thank you for being here, Alex. Thank you for also tag teaming me with this. Pause on it.
We're not supposed to say that out loud.
Don't worry. But I just appreciate everybody being here, and for all the viewers that's out there. Once you guys watch this on YouTube and Twitch, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. And the Flow is out.
Hey.
Yes, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, bro. Thank you. And make sure you go check out Brandon's stuff as
joining.
well. Links will be in the description. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you have maybe say you want to start posting on YouTube more. We're gonna probably link the YouTube in the title and stuff like that. So, make sure you go tap in. Latest anime news, latest and greatest, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
I'm gonna have to get my anime news from him now.
Oh,
All right, okay.
Are you going to DreamCon this year?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm still considering it.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
I don't.
I'll let
If
you know.
you go, can you convince Azid to go or?
I'll see.
Thanks. Hey man, but yeah, we love you guys. Like, subscribe, whatever. Follow the Twitch if you're into Twitch.
All right, guys.
Peace.